We always hear people say, now is the time and it's the best luck cycle for you to explore and to maximize out of it in order to see the best returns. Of course, the returns is always come back with monetary returns. At the same time, we always hear people say, this is not the good time for you. And in fact, this bad luck will actually, if possible, keep low profile in order you will not lose a lot of money. In Destiny Life Map chart, it's already mapped for us when will be the best luck ever and when will be the bad luck that we should actually hold on and not to forge forward in order to save our money. And this is Dr. LG Adeline Tan. If you have not printed your chart, so on the screen right now, this is the QR code that you can print your Destiny Life Map chart. And let's read to decode our Destiny Life Map together. In this video, we are going to learn how are we going to correlate each of the 10-day master with the year of 2022 to tell us the story, whether it's a good luck or whether it's a bad luck, or what are the things that we should look at, and in order we can maximize the year to achieve great success year. If you are a Jawood Day Master, to interact with the year of the 2022 Rainwater Tiger year, is a year that you should go all out to gain your experiential practice in order to somehow add to your own confidence. As we know that in our day-to-day work or in our career, knowing the job, how to do, and the knowledge how to get the things done, that is not sufficient. At the end of the day, our experience is always kicks in order to add on to the person seniority. If you are a Jawood Day Master, this is a perfect timing, the year that you should actually go and explore yourself and into an unconventional study, or unconventional study also equivalent to our experience. And this experience, the non-classroom studies will somehow eventually help us to actually benefit to our experience, and at the same time it can also help us to actually gain a lot of knowledge out of it. And by doing that, you will realize that somehow that will actually add on to your confidence level. And this is also a year of a self-reflection year. So if you are into your job, so do make sure that a self-reflection year is always a year that looking back into what we are doing and where is the lacking point, and always to gap whichever to help us to gain our experience, and in order we know that how we are to put forward to achieve the greater success in the upcoming year. If you are a Yewood Day Master, this is a perfect year for you. If you have not completed any of your inspiration in the past, this is a year for you to register yourself for a conventional study. Example, if let's say in the past, right, you have been thinking would like to actually complete a degree class or to certify yourself for certain thing, or you have been thinking that what are things that you should actually get yourself in terms of the knowledge, and for you to actually forge forward to pursue a paper or a degree or a certifications course for you in order for you to self-improve and continuously improving yourself. This is a perfect year for you. At the same time, it's the year that you will see a lot of noblemen who give them the helping hand to you in order to help you to complete whatever journey that you wish for. And this year the tiger itself, right, is a Rockwell star to you. So when for a Yewood person to see a Rockwell star, this is a year where you are always good to actually maximize it, by learning something and doing something that is where to give you a lot of support. If you are a person who is working on something and you need to gain a lot of support, okay, to actually help out in terms of your project, or maybe you would like to actually gain a lot of popularity, where actually to gain more likes for your video, for the works that you are doing. I think this is a perfect timing for you to actually forge forward in the year of 2022. If you are a Pink Fire Day Master, so to interact with the year of the Water Tiger year for you is something that you have to forge forward, because for Pink Fire, to see this water element is somehow like a ocean and the fire reflection, and this reflection will add on the energy to the Pink Fire, and that's why it's plus it is a 7K. 7 killing means that how aggressive the person should forge forward. So to forge forward, so you will realize that whatever that you are doing, example, if you are into a project management, so when you are to forge forward, the more you are attentive to it, the more you are doing it, the more eventually it will grow more ideas to you. And that is where actually to help you to actually gain the momentum into your year of 2022. What about if you are a Pink Fire Day Master? To see the year of Rain, Water and Tiger, Rain, Water itself of the year, and this Pink Fire is a direct combination. We call it heavenly combination, and this heavenly combination means that in this year you actually will see the opportunity for you to actually meet a new job, or to meet your officer. If you are officer, means that you're the other half if you are a lady, or to meet someone who is actually joint venture with you into a new venture, okay, into a business. So that is how a Pink Fire can actually expect for the year. And in this direct officer, right, and to also see the direct resource star, right, in our method of destiny life map study, when for someone who see the officer star and to see the resource star together at the same time, this is actually a year of a great success to a person. So that's why if you are a Pink Fire Day Master, don't waste the year and make sure that you spend a lot more time into your job, and in order you actually can see and expect a great opportunity or success for you. If someone who is actually expecting a promotion in this year, and if you are expecting a great success into the things that you are doing, example a project or whatsoever note, so this is a year that you should maximize your year, and it's a good year for your career. All right. And what if you are a Wu Earth Day Master? Wu Earth Day Master for this year, right? Because of Wu Earth seeing the Rain, Water is always about money. So this year to you either spend a lot of money, or either you will be able to save a lot of money. And this money to you, right, also at the same time will, some people, if let's say in the year of 2022, in your entire destiny life map chart, if you also can see another dog or tiger inside your chart, all right, or a horse element inside your chart, you can definitely to actually to expect a great returns in the year. If people who actually has been doing investment, I think this is a year that you can actually really to look into your investment profile. If you are a Wu Earth Day Master, I think this is a year where actually to seek for a total change, especially your career. Why? Because this Wu Earth Day Master, right, this year seeing Rain, Water is it's a wealth element. And this wealth element, if your entire chart itself, right, if you do have a lot of wood to fire element, so somehow you can actually see the to expect the returns in the second half of the year. But what if your destiny life map chart, you are full of the matter and water element, in this year you will expect a lot of changes in your career or into your business, is a form of investment, and this investment will bring you great returns later on, but not this year. So this year, what you are expecting is that it's a year of the change, all right? So because the 7 killings, right, is actually a form of doing things differently, and we also understand that in today's today's technology world, so everybody is trying to do things differently. So if your company or if your business, you have not changed for the past how many decades, so I think this is the time where you should expect a change. And since you are either making money or either you are spending a lot of money, so why don't you spend the money and to expect a change, and for the business or for your career, and so that you will expect a great returns after this year. All right, so this is a Wu Earth Day Master. But what if you are a G Earth Day Master, then this year will be totally opposite of what the Wu Earth saw. Seeing the rain, water, and tiger. Why? Because for a G Earth Day Master, if you are, then you will be seeing a direct wealth and also a direct officer. Direct wealth and direct officer in the destiny life map study is two great things that we always like to see. So meaning to say, there are a great opportunities, okay, where giving you a job, giving you job opportunities, and these job opportunities at the same time will also giving you a good returns. When we say the good returns, right, it doesn't mean that you do not need to work on it. All right, and it doesn't mean that it's like a form of investment, because a direct wealth means that the person actually will have to work on it, okay, with the hardship. So you have to contribute your hardship, and in order to gain the returns. And however, just now for the Wu Earth Day Master, is an indirect wealth. So indirect wealth is a form of investment. All right. So that's why the difference is for the G Earth Day Master, the direct wealth itself is money coming from your from your employer, or money coming from your career, or money coming from the opportunities that where you are working for. So that's why it's a great year where it gives you a lot of opportunities of making money. So that's why it's a year where actually you can't stop and you can't procrastinate, and you have to actually forge forward. What if you are a Gung Day Master? For a Gung Day Master, we know that Gung Matter people, right, they always talk about altruism, and they always a very hardworking. They always put a lot of spend a lot of hard work into their career, into their day-to-day life. And to see this year of a rain, water, tiger, it represents their it's a year that's a creative year for them, okay, for a Gung Matter. And you will notice that a lot of opportunities will come to you and will require you to speak up your mind, and will require you to voice out what you think that sometimes, right, a lot of people, especially in the Southeast Asia or in the Asian culture, a lot of time when we see something, people might not necessarily to voice it out. And for a Gung Matter Day Master, okay, people, so I think this is a year that you will have to voice it out, learn to voice it out, and with your greatness, and with your great ideas, and with your great creativity. All right, and if you don't voice out, people will not see you, people will not notice you. All right, so that's why it's a year that to showcase your greatness, to showcase your best ever about you, okay, being a Gung Matter, because you have been worked very hard for the past how many decades, and this is a time where to tell people that something great about your ideas, something great about your certain opportunities that you spotted for the company, or could be for your business, in order you can actually move forward for your business. And with doing that, you will see money will subsequently comes to you, because for Gung Matter, right, always, right, money is not a direct money that you can just work out of it. You know, if Keng matter people, if you are to work on the direct wealth itself, right, it will be, you know, Keng matter is like an axe, so you'll be chopping the money non-stop. So that's why for Keng matter, I think this year is a great year that you know, showcase your greatness, your creativity, your great ideas in order to actually translate all those into a money to you, and it will be a great success year for you. And what if you are a Sin Day Master? Sin Day Master for this year, right? Rainwater is ocean, and Sin Day Master itself, we know that it's a jewelry, and when you are to throw it and drop into the big ocean itself, right, and under the sunlight itself, it's always give a lot of reflection, okay? It's always blinking. So that's why it's a great year that you know, you are to help to capture the attention of others. If you know you don't shine away, and if you know how to capture all this attention, and Sin matter already being an attention seeker, and if you know how to leverage on this year, I think this is a great year where actually can bring you a lot of great opportunities that people notice you. At the same time, you can actually eventually translate all these opportunities, okay, to work with others, or to you know, grab more opportunities where to you know, get other company to, you know, convert them into money for you. All right, so that's why I think Keng matter and Sin matter, I think this year is a year that you will have to, you know, stand out yourself, and don't shy away from the limelight. At the same time, try to, you know, enjoy, okay, being seen by others. At the same time, and you know, knowing the art of communications, I think it will be a great year for you, and eventually all this will actually translate into the money opportunities, okay, for yourself for this year. All right, and so of course we do have the rainwater, so we know that rainwater is the ocean, it's a big ocean, they are very resourceful. At the same time, rainwater, seeing rainwater is a self-reflection. You know, in the this Destiny Life Map study, right, when we seeing ourselves again for that 10 years luck cycle, or we seeing ourselves again in the, you know, in the annual luck itself, right, it's always called self-reflective year. What do we mean by self-reflective? You know, in the life, right, we always do a lot of things, and a lot of people, they are always busy, okay, in their day-to-day, okay, and a lot of people, you know, we always say this example, right, when we are to, you know, pointing someone, okay, or when we are pointing someone, you always notice that this is always pointing out, and we are pointing to someone, but at the same time, there are other 4 fingers are actually pointing back to ourselves. That's why a lot of people, they are always busy, okay, looking at others, and you know, commenting on others. At the same time, they are always you know, blame other people. But do you ever know that in this world, the biggest reflection is to see what we have done in the past, and to reflect how we can move forward. And for rainwater, this is a great year. That's a self-reflections, okay, for us, ourselves. At the same time, to think how we can actually translate, okay, what are the things that we have done better, and what are the things that we have not done enough. And in view of the new technology world, okay, and what are the things that we have to put ourselves forward, okay. Eating God means planning. Eating God also means that what are the things that we are lacking, and then we have to actually plan and strategize ahead. And this is a year that self-reflection and to strategize yourself, okay, to move forward. And this strategizing planning time, right, it can actually occupy from the this year 2022, from the February until April, okay, because that is a element of wood element, which is the tigers, the strongest. All right, so you can actually strategize, you can plan forward, And once you have done your planning, you strategize on it, and you know what are the things that how you should actually move forward. And from May onward is the time for you to go all out. All right, and this is a self-reflection. Come first before you actually move forward, and that is the best year ever. Okay, if you know how to actually maximize it. All right, and what if you are a Kui water day master? We know that Kui water is the opposite of rain water, and we also know that Kui water is now you see me, but the rain water, it may actually disappear anytime. Okay, and the next minute you may actually do not know where you are moving to or what you're supposed to do. All right, so that's why Kui water is always come with no direction. But for this year, Kui water itself, right, see another rain water to actually strengthen we ourselves. And this strengthens ourselves, right? It's actually someone will comes into our life and to give us something where actually to give us some reflections and to tell us, hey, what are the things that we are actually good about. All right, or maybe it's something that because of Rockwell star, right, in the study of Chinese metaphysics, when we see Rockwell star, is something that someone will comes to you and take away something from you. All right, that is called rob wealth. Okay, to rob your wealth. But for a Kui water, you know that someone is come to rob your wealth. And when we talk about money, meaning to say either this year you will actually lose a lot of opportunities, or either it's a year that you actually will have to spend a lot of money. But in terms of spending money, so how can you make use of it? So that is where we know that we will have to actually engage with the friends and seeing what people are doing in the surrounding, and we know that what are the things that we are lacking. Do you ever know that even in the so-called hypnotherapy, in the energy healing, we always tell this: if the things that you are not good enough, if the things that you will have to clear for yourself, it's always a reflex, okay, on others. Could be your clients, or could be your friends, or could be even the spouse or whoever, and they will tell you what are the things that you are not good about, and indirectly they are telling you to improve. So if you are not sensitive to it, we will not able to grasp a hang of it. All right, so that's why for a Kui water person, this year is a year that for you to look into yourself and to know that what are the things that see the reflection on others, and somehow to actually bring up the confidence level in yourself and go all the way out. And because a tiger itself is a hurting officer, when Kui water see hurting officer, and you have to work with someone, and in order to translate all this innovation, and to translate all this creativity, or to translate all the great ideas that you have, and into something that you can actually make money out of it. Okay, because a hurting officer and eating God is something that we can indirectly to actually convert them into our money star. Alright, people who do not have money, direct wealth, or the indirect wealth in their chart, so what we see how they can actually make a fortune in their life, we actually will focus on their hurting officer and eating God. And this is what we have for the rain water and Kui water people. So if you are dumb, okay, in this category, don't forget self-reflection, learning from whoever in your surrounding, and turns them into your creativity, and turns them into your your strategizing, and in order to translate it as an output star and to make money out of it, or either for a self-reflection and for a self-continuous improvement. So this is a year where to correlates the day master and also interact with the year of 2022. Of course, in this, right, we also do have a lot other so-called factors where actually kicks in to impact our budget chart. And if you know how to actually see all this information in the layers, all right, and that is how we can navigate the best out of it. Here I would like to wish everyone a happy and prosperous year, and maybe in the next video I will tell you with this piece of information, so what are the other animal signs where actually comes together with the year, and it will even give you the most impactful idea to make money or either for your self-improvement. And I wish everybody grab this information for your great successful year ahead. Could be into your business, into your career, or into your personal growth. I wish you all the best, and to know that 10 years luck cycle and the annual luck will always make the most impactful in our life, especially our career and also business opportunities. So all the best to all of us.